NBT World, a vision of Thailand.
I think everybody knows digital skills are super important, I think it's a matter of self-education, and people need to understand that as the world travels very fast in this evolution, they need to keep up in lifelong learning. And so for example, myself, I've done some extra courses and accreditations in digital marketing. I've tried to learn how to do Python programming, and I think it's everybody's responsibility to do that. The great thing is, of course, at the moment is that it's very easy to have access to online education.
Sawasdee krab, welcome to NBT World Thailand Today. In this episode, we explore the evolving global job market, the changing dynamics of recruitment, and the role Southeast Asia, especially Thailand, plays in shaping the future of work. From essential skills to leadership trends and workplace inclusivity. Join us for an insightful discussion on navigating today's career landscape. The global job market is undergoing rapid transformation. Technological advancements, economic conflicts, and evolving employment trends are reshaping how people work. In this fast-changing environment, adaptability has become a key factor for career success. As we look ahead to 2025, the job market is expected to enter a pivotal phase. Following the economic downturn of 2023 and 2024, we are now witnessing a period of recovery that is unlocking new opportunities in high-growth industries such as renewable energy, cybersecurity, and digital technology. At the same time, traditional career progression models that emphasize hierarchical promotions are being replaced by skill-based, cross-functional development approaches. Employers in 2025 will be actively seeking professionals with strong digital literacy, multilingual communication skills, and project management expertise. Additionally, competencies in artificial intelligence, or AI, and data analytics are becoming essential across all sectors. The ability to adapt and integrate technology into work processes will be a defining factor for success in the modern job market. Companies are prioritizing candidates who can bridge the gap between technical expertise and strategic decision-making, making continuous learning more important than ever. As businesses navigate this evolving landscape, HR professionals plays a critical role in balancing technological integration with employee experience and corporate culture. To remain competitive, organizations must invest in upskilling and reskilling programs, ensuring that their workforce remains agile and future-ready. HR leaders must also create workplace environments that foster innovation, collaboration, and well-being. Amidst these shifts, Southeast Asia, particularly Thailand, is emerging as a key player in the global job market. The region's strong tourism industry and increasing investment in digital transformation make it an attractive destination for both businesses and skilled professionals. As remote and hybrid work models continue to evolve, Southeast Asia is becoming a hub of international talent and cross-border employment opportunities. So to gain deeper insights into the future of work, we are honored to speak with Garrett Bookard. Today he will share his expert perspectives on job market trend for 2025, the most in-demand skills, and the challenges that both employers and employees must prepare for in the years ahead. Let's dive into the discussion. So joining us today is Mr. Garrett Bookard, the CEO of Robert Walters. Thank you very much for joining us today. Sawasdee krab.
Sawasdee krab.
So today we'll be discussing about the 2025 job market. So let's dive straight to our first question. So what's the current state of global job market right now?
I guess we need to wind back a bit to 2020. So after COVID, we had a dip, of course, in the recruitment market, but very fast it went up. And in 2021, 2022, recruitment markets were very warm. And we saw the slowdown in 2023 coming and a correction, of course, because it cannot continue like that. So in 2024, we saw a little bit more a normalized market. And of course, there's a lot of geopolitical things that happen in the world that created that slowdown as well. And so we expect in 2025 that to continue with hopefully a bit of an uptick in the second half of 2025.
So it's always change and we need to adapt and see how it goes, right? And how has the global recruitment landscape changed in recent years?
So if we look at the geopolitical tension that happened in the past few years, obviously we had wars ongoing. We had, of course, inflation going up, interest rates rising. And with that, there's a level of uncertainty that starts to be created with employers and also employees. They're a bit scared of either hiring or moving jobs. And that uncertainty is, of course, fueled by cost management in companies at the moment, because obviously the global GDP growth is not as buoyant as it was in 21 and 22. And so hopefully that confidence comes back in the market in the second half of this year, and slowly we see that price going back up.
And where are we, like Thailand? What role does Thailand or Southeast Asia country play in this transformation?
Yeah, I think if you look at the world, there's certain countries that are a bit more shielded from these global winds. And if they have a good mix of industries and a healthy balance on the import-export, they tend to be in a quite good position. And I think Thailand is one of these countries where it's a bit more shielded. You have a good domestic demand, you have a good tourism here in the country, of course, that fuels that incoming tourist boom. And as such, I think Thailand has survived this quite well. It doesn't have the normal great growth that we see in Vietnam or in Indonesia, but it's of course advanced in that way anyway. So I think Thailand is in a fairly good position to continue its growth.
Oh, I see. So tourism plays a big role in our country for sure, right? And how do career professions, our preference, differ between older and younger generations?
That's a great question, because we do see a difference now. I think when I grew up, and I'm the Generation X, we saw there was only one path, which is vertical. So you start as an entry position, then to a manager, director, up to the C-level.
Work your way up.
Exactly. What we see now is that the younger generation is more interested in acquiring new skills and not necessarily going up, but going more on the horizontal level.
Broader way.
And over time, we will see that rising, of course, into a diagonal career trajectory, where people with different type of skill sets are growing in the vertical ladder. But I think it's a more well-diverse population that we're going to have because of this evolution.
Okay, so you support the idea of learning a lot of other field as well.
Absolutely. If you want to become the CEO of a company, you need to know something about engineering, supply chain, finance, marketing. You need to be well-rounded nowadays. Whilst in the old days, it was just one way up.
I see. And what types of qualifications or skills are needed in the job market right now?
Yeah, I think everybody knows digital skills are super important. And I think it's a matter of self-education, and people need to understand that as the world travels very fast in this evolution, they need to keep up in lifelong learning. And so, for example, myself, I've done some extra courses and accreditations in digital marketing. I've tried to learn how to do Python programming, and I think it's everybody's responsibility to do that. The great thing is, of course, at the moment is that it's very easy to have access to online education. Whether that's through a LinkedIn or a YouTube channel or educational systems.
Online courses is everywhere.
You can learn everything nowadays.
So self-improvement is the key for this, for
Absolutely.
sure. And what qualities or skills should Thai professionals prioritize to remain in this competitive world?
Apart from the digital skills, I think communication skills are important.
Language?
The way you speak with people, but also which languages do you speak. And I think there's a high need for Thai professionals to potentially look at, should I learn Japanese, Korean? Should I learn Mandarin to stay relevant and to be special and to stand out in the market? And I think that's definitely another one. And third is probably because companies work differently now and everybody's working virtually together or globally. Project management skills are very important.
Project management.
You can easily find access to tools such as Trello or others, where you can actually keep track of what a project is moving forward and keeping people accountable as well, so everybody knows what to do. And I think that's a very important one in the modern world.
Welcome to Thailand, the land of smiles and opportunity. Are you considering investing in a new market? Look no further than Thailand. Thailand offers a prime location for businesses to set up shop, with easy access to major markets in Asia. Our country boasts a skilled workforce, modern infrastructure. Thailand is also home to a vibrant culture, with delicious cuisine and beautiful landscapes. Doing business here means you'll be able to experience all the country has to offer while building a successful enterprise.
Why we came to Thailand? The biggest things in our decision process was the fact that, okay, yes, foreigners will always come to Thailand because I think it will always be within the top 5 destinations to visit in the world. I think any foreign company coming to Thailand, especially now in these times, they're going to come across a completely different scenario because the infrastructure is so good here now in terms of, you know, not just air and rail and everything else, but in terms of company structures and how to help a foreigner. I think, and I would say this to any foreigner coming to Thailand now, if you're looking for support in business, especially in Asia, Thailand is probably, I guess, within that top 1, in my opinion.
With a diverse and talented workforce, Thailand is an ideal location for businesses looking to expand or set up operations. We offer a competitive cost of living, low taxes, and a range of incentives to help you succeed. In addition to these advantages, Thailand is also home to the Eastern Economic Corridor, or EEC, a major government initiative to promote economic growth in the country, which is designed to be a hub for technology, innovation, and manufacturing. If your family plans to settle down long-term, Thailand offers over 200 international or bilingual schools across the country, with over 100 in Bangkok. In terms of treatment, Thai hospitals are outstanding. Our medical personnel, our innovations, and our facilities are renowned throughout the world. Come join us in Thailand and discover all the opportunities our country has to offer. We look forward to welcoming you to our beautiful country and helping your business thrive.
Tourism is a key tool that drives Thailand's economy. In 2024, the number of international tourists visiting Thailand is expected to exceed 35 million, generating over 1.6 trillion baht in revenue for the country, driven by the expanding global demand for travel. This includes government support measures under the ease of traveling policy, such as the visa-free initiative for 93 countries, extending the stay duration from 30 days to 60 days, and the development of an online visa application system. These measures aim to provide greater convenience for all types of travelers, from the MICE sector to digital nomads working remotely from abroad. The proactive MICE marketing strategy, in line with government policy, focuses on driving Thailand's MICE industry forward. This includes developing Thailand's brand position as a high-value MICE destination while integrating soft power. To elevate the experience for MICE travelers, the focus is on utilizing innovation and knowledge to drive the MICE industry forward. This involves creating partnerships with entrepreneurs to ensure stability and enhance competitiveness. This will position Thailand as a sustainable MICE destination, attracting large-scale events that yield measurable positive results. Additionally, the development of various systems will support the alignment of all sectors, ensuring seamless collaboration and progress in a unified direction. Although the number of international MICE travelers is expected to grow in line with global demand, to drive the development of quality tourism and create high value that aligns with the trend of growing tourism groups, all sectors must collaborate to adjust their direction to keep up with the changing tourism trends. This will help maintain competitiveness and support the growth of Thailand's tourism industry in an optimum and sustainable manner. Bungkan Province is located in the northernmost part of the northeastern region, bordering the Mekong River. Bungkan is a province with immense potential and readiness in various aspects. It shares location borders, the Lao PDR, and location near the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. The construction of the 5th Thai-Lao Friendship Bridge connecting Bungkan, Polikamsai is currently underway on a 500-rai area. This iconic landmark will support tourism and facilitate travel and goods transportation. Additionally, plans are underway to construct Bungkan Airport and connect roads between Udon Thani and Bungkan in 2026. This development is expected to significantly boost the economy, trade, and tourism in Bungkan. Bungkan Province has significant tourist attractions that combine the beauty and the wonder of nature with the legends, beliefs, and faith in King of Naka held by the people living along the Mekong River. These elements are intricately woven into every aspect of Bungkan's identity. This is Wat Potharam, Wat Luang Pho Phra Yai. Don't miss the chance to walk along the cliffside at Wat Jeti Yakhiri Vihan, Putok Temple on your journey to paradise. Next is the Three Whales Stone, which features a family of whales, a father, a mother, and a child. Advance to Tampra Waterfall, a natural water slide located in the Seka district. Bungkan, my home, is ready to welcome everyone to visit. We are also prepared to connect trade and investment to develop the Indochina region, fostering growth and progress together.
As the temperature has started to fall and winter begins, hazy sky clouds Bangkok again, prompting the return of PM 2.5 air pollution. It is not only Thailand that faced serious haze annually. Hazardous smoke threats 99% of Southeast Asia's 650 million population, as plantation burning has significantly increased year by year. This requires ASEAN to step in.
ASEAN has worked hard on transboundary haze pollution control. Earlier this year, the second roadmap on ASEAN cooperation toward transboundary haze pollution was established to eliminate haze pollution by 2030.
Moving forward, ASEAN will implement new collective measures and tools to prevent and control land and forest fires, reinforcing its commitment to one vision, one identity, one community.
Welcome to Thailand, a premier destination where business seamlessly intertwines with world-class leisure. With direct flights from major cities worldwide, your next corporate event is just a step away. Host your conferences in Bangkok's cutting-edge venues, offering unparalleled facilities and services. Reward your team with relaxation on Phuket's world-renowned beaches, providing the perfect backdrop for rejuvenation. And don't forget to visit Chiang Mai, ranked among the top 5 mountain destinations in Asia, where majestic peaks and a rich cultural heritage await to captivate every traveler. This season, elevate your business journey. Choose Thailand, where every season is the perfect season for MICE. Imagine a land where every month brings a new celebration, a new adventure. Welcome to Thailand, where vibrant festivals and events await you across 55 provinces in all 5 regions. Indulge in the culinary delights of the amazing food festival, marvel at the illuminated artistry of Visit 5 regions, and immerse yourself in the cultural spectacle of the amazing Muay Thai experience. Each event is a gateway to the unique traditions and flavors of Thailand, offering unforgettable experiences that will leave you longing for more. Join us in Thailand, where every month is a celebration and every visit is a new story waiting to be told.
How can company achieve this goal?
Okay. I think it needs to be starting with awareness, and sponsorship from the top. If the CEO of the company is pro a good diverse policy, then that will definitely help and help the HR director then to make sure that there's diverse and inclusive hiring happening in the company. I think we all have unconscious bias. You have it, I have it, and just to be aware of it is important. And when we hire people, we should hire them based on skills and relevant experience they can bring to the table, rather than which educational background they come from or which family or which university they studied in, because that ultimately becomes irrelevant after having a decent level of work experience.
I see. And for this company, what do you do, or what's the process that you have been doing?
Yes. So we, for example, have a product called a D&I audit. So we go to companies and we can scan how diverse and inclusive is their hiring process. And that can go from analyzing their vacancies that they publish online. Are they written in a language that will attract both genders, for example?
I see.
And you can do that all the way through the process of attracting talent. So that's one of the things that we look at, and how to optimize that for ourselves, but also for our clients.
So each company has its own way to pursue this and promote this, right?
Yeah.
And your opinion about to work anywhere, is office check-in still important for you?
It really depends which industry you're in, which department you're working in. In some cases, this will not be relevant to check in, and you can remotely work from any island in Thailand. But there's also an option where the DNA of the company needs people to be together. If you are in a medical profession, if you are doing R&D together, that's when people need to sit together. So I don't think there's one policy. I think it's every company needs to decide what is our DNA and for which divisions is this really important to be together.
Some job suits with some kind of way of work, right?
Exactly.
You can work remotely if you your job doesn't require physically being there, but it depends on the job, as you mentioned. So I think moderation and balance is the key.
Absolutely.
And how can first jobber or new graduate, for example, I just graduated and I just want to land in my first job, but the majority of work that they advertise on online is like experience personal only. How can first timer, like the new graduate, get the job when they said experience needed?
I think it's a matter of trying to stand out. So you can build your own portfolio of work, and that can either be through internships,
volunteer,
paid volunteer work. I think a lot of employers are looking for people who are independent. So if you have studied abroad, traveled abroad, if you've seen something from the world, you can do a lot of online education, like I mentioned, to diversify your portfolio that you can offer to a company. Some people choose to go and work for startups because startup environments like people who can work either for free or at a low salary, but you can gain a lot of experience in a startup environment. There's a lot of graduate schemes that you can follow as well for bigger companies where you can rotate in between divisions until you find what really your passion is. So I think it's just a matter of taking initiative yourself and standing out that way.
The more you see the world, the more you pretty much, the high chance you will get a job and understand the world better, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I see. And what are the essential leadership qualification in this modern era?
Yes. Look, if you look at when people looked at the 80s, mostly it was the brain that counted, the IQ. And in the years 1900s, we started talking about EQ, so the way that your emotional response is, the ability to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and work with empathy. And then it went into SQ in the years 2000. What is your social intelligence when you move in a group, and how do you see that happening? And now, since COVID, basically we look at AQ. And AQ is how do you deal with adverse situations? How do you deal with a very fast changing world, where you need to stay positive despite all the headwinds
turmoil
that you're facing?
And everything.
And that is a new buzz term, but I truly believe for leaders at the moment, this is probably where they will stand out or not. And I think if you have a combination of IQ, EQ, SQ, and AQ, you probably have a good chance of progressing well in the organization.
So probably in 10 years, you might have another.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Probably see that.
We'll see how it goes, right? And what's your perspective on the growing trend of employees declining promotion due to increased responsibilities, and they just want to have less responsibility or change a new job?
Yeah. Look, everybody has their choices and what they want to do in life. And as we said, this generation is interested in building skill sets horizontally. And I think we're going through that phase at the moment. But ultimately, leadership positions will be needed. And companies will need to respond to the need of their employees and to motivate them to go into these leadership positions. Personally, I think people management is probably the most challenging skill you will learn. And it's a skill that you never end learning. And sometimes that's a bit daunting for people. And it will not be for everybody, but it will be for people who actually are now well-rounded individuals who can now teach the next generation how to step up. And I think it's just going to be a matter of years before that generation does that.
I see. And as a person who worked for this company for a long time, and you base here in Thailand as well, what do you want to give an advice to a younger generation starting, and what do they need to do, or what qualification that they need to acquire?
Yeah, I think positive thinking is a key one. There will be so much noise around you when you work. You will be in environments where people are negative, or you will deal with adversity. And I think it's important to stay positive. I have always seen that the positive people always stand out and grow to the top the fastest. So that's probably the best advice I can give. Don't get distracted by negativity.
Believe in your guts and
believe in yourself and believe in good karma.
I see, that's amazing. And for the 2025, this year is going to be a big year. Hopefully it's going to be a big year. What trend do you think is going to be the biggest industry right now?
Look, we're going through a lot of interesting geopolitical movements, if you follow the news a bit recently. With that, there's always industries that win, and I think it's about pivoting to those industries that can win. I think energy is going to be a big one, defense, cybersecurity, So I think as the market shifts and change, there's always going to be industries or professions that do better than others. If you look at countries, some will win out of this, some will have a more defensive position, probably on the back of it, of these trade tariff wars. But what I truly believe is that even if there's big shock, there's always normalization after that. So we'll just have to sit through the next few weeks, I think.
And self-improvements, as you mentioned it earlier, what you can do the best for yourself is to keep learning, keep adapt and adjust, and try to find what you're really good at, and just keep pushing yourself to the limits.
And stay positive.
Stay positive. Thank you very much for today. That's all for NBT World Thailand Today this week. We'll see you again next week. สวัสดีครับ